Hey, what's up guys, it's Michael King back again with another video. So today I'm going to be analyzing the GBPUSD, and as you can see the GBPUSD on the monthly time frame. I've already marked some levels on GBPUSD that I'm going to explain to you guys. So one thing I want you to understand is that looking at GBPUSD first of all on the bigger time frame, monthly time frame overall, you can see that we have a bearish market on GBPUSD. So when price got to this lowest point right here, it went up to trade into this fair value gap and it's pushing price down. But if you look at GBPUSD very carefully, you realize that looking at GBPUSD, we have this kind of displacement here because it broke this low. You can see price broke it. So when we have this displacement, you can see a fair value gap right here for GBPUSD, and price is currently trading into it. So it means this week I'm expecting price to maybe go a little bit higher into the fair value gap and start going all the way lower. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to quickly draw a line right here so that we can have an idea of what we are expecting on GBPUSD this coming week. That's this week, I mean. So this is the low right here. This is the low right here. Now let's also draw for the high. Why I'm drawing a line actually is because I'm going to go all the way down to the 1 hour time frame. So I want you guys to have an idea that this line I'm drawing right now is the monthly fair value gap, right? So this is the monthly fair value gap right here. This is the high, this is the low. So let me just use the color green because I like the idea of using the color green for my fair value gap. Try the one for the bigger time frame actually, and sometimes I also like the idea of using these rectangular boxes, something like this. Let me quickly show you guys. I also use something like this to thinking of my fair value gap, something like this, just draw it here then connect. But for the fact that we are about to go to the lower time frame, I don't want to have this kind of huge gray area, so that's why I want to use this line right here. So if you look at what we're having right here, price have already traded into the fair value gap. But the question is, how high do you think it's going to go? Because by the time you look at even the weekly time frame, you can see that last week ended with a strong bullish candle. So price is likely to go all the way higher. Even as you can see, we also have a tiny fair value gap right here on the weekly time frame. So I'm guessing price now wants to even get all the way up here. But I have a strategy that I use to know the exact place price is likely to go up to, and I'm going to explain strategy using the 1 hour time frame. So first of all, for the 1 hour time frame, let's try and get the current low. If you look at what price did here, price went all the way up here, right? Then price broke lower, went up, broke lower, went up. By the time price gets to this point, it has already break the structure. So this was like the current low, and this was the move that brought price all the way down here. Then price went up to break this move. Now we have a change of pattern, and price came down here, went all the way up, went down, up, all the way down here, all the way down to this point right here. Then price went up, came down, went up here, breaking this high. This was like the high right here. Then price went all the way up, even breaking this high right here, and this is the current high right now for GBPUSD, and price went all the way low here, then price went up. So this current high on GBPUSD was broken during the NFP. You can see this powerful move right up, so it broke this place. So now the low that led to this high movement is actually this place. This is the current low for GBPUSD. So I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw a line right now. Now this line is the current low for GBPUSD. So I'm just going to use maybe the color black. Yes, I'm going to work with the color black so that it will be different from the color that I use for the monthly fair value gap actually. So now this is the low for the hourly time frame. This is the current low right here. So now what I actually use to know the exact place that price is likely to go up to is what I call standard deviation actually, and it's something I learned from ICT. So Standard deviations are Fibonacci tools that we can use to know how high price is likely to get up to before we see some retracement. So this price is already into the fair value gap, the monthly fair value gap, but how high do you think is going to go before it starts going all the way down? Because if we look at right here on the monthly time frame, you understand that when we have something like a displacement right that broke this low here, we expect price to trade into its value gap and start going all the way down, right? So now the question now on the hourly time frame is, how high do we feel that price is going to get to before it starts going down, right? So now let me now explain why my standard deviation. What we tend to look at, or let me just increase the chart, or yeah, increase a little bit. Perfect. So if you look at all the informations that we have right here before price broke this place, looking at all this, where do you think is the current high? This is the current high, right? This is like the highest point that price have been right here, exactly close to the monthly fair value gap, and this is like the current low, right? So what I will do is I'm going to pull out my Fibonacci tool right here, and looking at the Fibonacci tool, this is like the 100. This is this is like 0 level and 100 level, right? So anything above 0 is negative figures, like -50, -100, right? So this -50 and -100, they are levels that price tend to start pulling back after it has been making series of high move, or series of high move, or series of low move, right? So now, that being said, one thing I want you to understand is that I'm going to actually use this right now, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can have an idea of how high it's going to go before we see a pullback. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to draw this high, connect it to this point right here, connect this to this. So let me quickly zoom the chart so that we'll look at this area, so we can plot the two very well. Okay, now perfect. So now if you look at this right here, this is a bullish candle, this is a bearish candle. But if you want to connect the top of the Fibonacci tool, you have to connect the top of the Fibonacci tool to the current highest open or close price. You understand? If you look at this right now, this is the closing price, this is the opening price for this candle. Now price closed at 1.23306 and price opened here at 1.23306. So it's quite the same figure. So it means you can use any one, right? But let's work with this here. So I'm going to connect this to this point right here. Perfect. So now let's now go all the way back to the current low. I'm talking about this region right here. So we're going to look for the lowest point. So if we're looking at this right now, this is what we're going to work with, this level right here. So now if you look at this and this is the closing price for this. This is the opening price, closing price, and this is the opening price for this, right? So now if you look at the closing price of this candle, we have the 1.21730, and if you look at the opening price for this, we have 1.21731. So it means this one is lower than this. So we're going to make use of this since it's 730. So connect it right here. So now that we have done this, now what I want you to understand is that I'm going to decrease the size of this chart so you can see what we're looking at right here. Now this is the well connected the high to, this is well connected the low to. Now this -50 and -100, they stand as zones or levels to look out for that price tend to reach before price will start going down, since we expect price to trade into the monthly value gap and start going down, right? So these two help us have an idea of the exact place that price is likely to get to before we start seeing a rejection, for price start heading lower. So now looking at this right here, this is -50, this is -100 right here. Now one thing I want you to understand is that based on my observation through backtesting and analyzing GBPUSD, I realized that this -50 most times don't really stand as the point for price to retrace. -100 through the backtesting has been the exact level that price always tend to start making those reversal patterns. So it means I expect price to trade up all the way up to this place before price start going down. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to draw a blue line, put it exactly at that place, so that I will delete the Fibonacci too. So I'm going to increase our charts to something like this, and let me quickly show you guys the level. Okay, perfect. So now watch out for 1.24878. That is the exact level that we have in the negative 100. So watch out for that level this week. So now I don't have an exact idea of how price is going to move, because in the end market has its way of moving. So now price might just want to start heading all the way up there, or price might want to make a little bit of pullback. So now if price should trade a little bit lower, we have fair value gaps right here for we to join to buy for price head to that negative 100, right? So if price wants to pull back, these are areas for you to buy. These fair value gaps we have here. Even in the 4-hour time frame, we also have fair value gaps. If you look carefully, these are fair value gaps right here. And even in the daily time frame, we also have a fair value gap right at this point right here. So these are places that you can quickly buy ahead of price rising to this ahead of price rising to the negative 100 I pointed out. So before price can get to this level right here, might want to come all the way down, then go up. But if price wants to start running all the way up to this point here, just watch out for this level, right? So that being said, that will be all for this video. If you enjoy, please hit that like button, share to your friends, and do subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.